What's up, guys? Got something to show you finally that I talked about previously. Now, I'm going to go ahead and put up a caveat here. I'm going to be showing this on both my UW Gear channel and Alpha Charlie channel because I want both my customers and my regular Alpha Charlie viewers to see this because I think it's worth you seeing. Let me adjust the camera real quick just so y'all can... There you go. Now you can more better see me. Okay, I did a video recently, last year actually, mentioning the Minuteman bag that Cody over at Sewjourn Gear makes. And I told y'all he had some available. And while I didn't have one, I did have some other stuff from him, and his sewing looked great, and I had no reason to doubt that any of his other stuff wouldn't be just as good. Well, a couple of folks took issue with that. So, I don't know why. I guess because people are, well, people. But when I have something from someone and I look at their sewing and I say, hey, this looks really good. I sew too for a living, okay? If I'm saying that and you like my stuff, that means you're going to like the quality, not necessarily the design, but the quality of whatever it is I'm talking about, right? The concept of any piece of gear is up to you to decide whether or not it fits into your setup and your plan. But anyway, folks couldn't believe that I was recommending something that I didn't have in hand. Well, I was recommending it because the use fits something that I think is a good fit for most people, especially myself, and that was the main point I was talking about it from. And quality-wise, I didn't have to have one because I had other stuff from him. I knew the quality was going to be there by evidence of the other stuff. Anyway, now that we've got that out of the way, I got in touch with Cody, and we exchanged some pleasantries. Very cool guy, by the way. And he was nice enough to send me one of his Minuteman bags. So now, everybody that took issue last time, I've got one in hand. I have been playing with it for a couple of weeks now. I will reiterate what I said in the previous video on this. This is a very awesome piece of gear. I like it. I will be utilizing it a lot. If it's something that fits into your plans and setups, I can recommend that you get one. You won't be disappointed, at least not from the quality standpoint. So let me just go over some of the details and stuff, and I'll tell you a little bit about why I like it. First off, it's just a simple over-the-shoulder bag, right? I think over-the-shoulder bags can be very useful for the armed citizen in many, many aspects. The shoulder strap has got adjustment on both ends. You've got a really nice padded section up here that's sewn in. You've got this right here on a slider, which I'll get to in a minute. Now, this one's in woodland, my preferred choice because it's God's plaid. You've got molly webbing on this side and molly webbing on this side. Single buckle in the front, Velcro panel, there's if you want it. Here's what's nice. Instead of just being a flapped bag, he made an actual boxed lid. So it covers the entire bag, even if it's full, even if this isn't closed. Okay? It's not going to just flop and come loose. So let's open up the bag. It's a fairly decent sized bag, right? Drain grommet in the bottom. You have got one internal pocket with a pull tab, and I don't know if I can get, and you've got shock cord around the top of it, good size to fit like an Nalgene bottle, water bottle, etc. Other than that, it's just open. There is Velcro on the back side of the bag, and in here, well, I'm not going to take it out, but let's see if I can do this. There is a elastic triple mag pouch that you can stick 3 magazines in, and it velcros into that, so the magazines will be stationary and secured up against the back side of the bag. I really like that. Now, the other thing that you can get with this, the magazine pouch, the magazine holder is an option. It does not come with the bag. Also, one of his IFAC bags, pouches, put your medical supplies in. You can also get one of those with the bag and stuff in there. It is also an option. Again, this and the mag shingle do not come with the bag. Those are separate add-ons. I like this pouch because it makes for a nice, easy, you can just pull it out and go with it if you need to. Easy peasy. Same with the mag pouch. It gives you 3 mags in there. You can fill it full of other essential stuff that you might need. It makes for a very handy grab and go setup, right? Most of the bag has got 2 layers of material on it, for those of you that care about that. I like that on the inside some right here, and the lighting is horrible, but like you can see the front side right here, there's extra layer, double layered in the bottom, and reinforcements where needed. There's some extra material right here in the lid, etc., etc. The other final thing, this extra strap. Now he's got a ITW strap keeper on here so that when you're not using it, you can roll it up and it'll secure itself and stay rolled up. Very handy, very smart thinking. When you've got the bag on, and I know this is, the camera won't, being in here in the workshop, the camera won't quite get all the way down, but you can kind of see how the bag hangs, right? If you want to, this buckle here, and this buckle here, which is removable, you can move it around to wherever your preference is. So for me, I got it on this side because I'm right-handed and wear my left side. You can move it over here if you wanted to, if you wanted to wear it on the left side, right side if you're left-handed. But this strap, I don't like floppy shock cords, so we'll close that back, allows you to plug into this, run it around, this other buckle right here, plug into that, and now you can move this up or down wherever you want it to stabilize, and it really keeps the bag where it needs to be. I mean, it's right there. I really like that. That's really cool. You can even move it around behind you and it'll stay. However you want or need to do it. That's a really cool feature right there that does not get in the way, because again, I can move it, wherever I want it to kind of keep it in place, keep it on my shoulder, whatever. If you don't want to use it, pop the buckle, whoosh, she's off. So, the Minuteman bag from Sewjourn Gear. As I previously stated, I recommend it. Because not only is the sewing quality every bit of my standards, this is actually an idea that years ago I wanted to do. And when I started making my bandoliers, this was the next iteration of what I wanted to get to. However, in all the years I've been doing this, have constantly been so busy, I literally have not had the time to do any R&D to bring something like this out. Now I don't have to. Go buy it from Cody. Cody's already making it. No point in reinventing the wheel. If you wanted me to make one of these, I would tell you to go to Cody because he's already got it dialed in. It's right there. One other point that I failed to mention, on the buckle on the front, depending on how much you need to adjust it for what you got in it, you can take the lower buckle here and move it down one more slot, up or down, so if you need this tighter or looser depending on what you're doing. The cool thing is with the box lid on there, even with it not full, it's still going to cover and retain the contents even if it's upside down. That's a very, very, very good feature. One other thing I didn't mention that I just realized, around the mouth of the bag, you do have shock cord right here with a cord lock, so you can cinch that down and close it all up should you desire to do so. So I'm going to make a shameless plug that you could take one of these and one of my bandoliers and have a freaking versatile lightweight setup to run your rifle and stay in the fight and do what you got to do. And all you'd have to simply do is throw one over your shoulder, throw one over the other shoulder, and away you go. If I was going to run this with one of my bandoliers, I would actually run it on this side, okay, and then I would put my bandolier over here, because I'll be reloading from a bandolier primarily and keep all my good stuff in here. The mags in here will be backups. So it would be a very, very cool system. Just my 2 cents. You do you. Anyway, do I need to keep going on? I've got the bag in hand. Been messing with it for a couple of weeks. This is top notch. I'm telling you. His work is impressive. Very impressive. I will buy more stuff from Cody myself. In fact, there may be some things that I have Cody make for me that I don't have time to make because I'm so stinking busy and so backed up. So there you go. And y'all thought I was going to go the whole video without coffee. Come on now. Y'all know better than that. Alright. Enough going on about it. There you go. The Minuteman bag from Sewjourn Gear. I know last I checked he had some multicam and woodlands in. I'm sure he can probably do the usual suspects, you know, Ranger Green, Coyote, etc. I did see a picture that he teased of a two-tone one, and I want to say it was a combination of Ranger Green and Coyote, which curiously enough, my buddy over at 0241 Tactical has done a number of his pullover tops and smock lights in what he calls a disruptive pattern that's two-tone like that. And some of his very, in my opinion, better looking ones and actually effective ones are his two-tone Ranger Green or OD Green and Coyote. So a bag like that, if Cody does that, two-tone, will make for a pretty effective setup, believe it or not, for breaking up that outline, but yet being kind of subtle at the same time. Think about that. Lots of ways that could be handy and useful. Just saying. Alright guys, y'all take care. I will put a link to his website down in the description box. Y'all go check it out. I'll put a link to his YouTube channel as well. And yeah, check it out. He doesn't have as much content up as I do, but that's okay. He's got content up that matters on what he's making. And that's the important thing. So anyway, you guys take care. Have a great one. I will see you later.